as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting. Let me catch up on some chat real quick. Make sure a microphone works, everyone. Make sure all my setup's working. Age Old Jeffrey, Budget Adventures, Anthony Holbrook. Anthony, I've been meaning to message you back on Patreon. I've been really behind on my messages. I always seem to get behind on my messages. Keith and Wynn, how y'all doing? Bryce, how's it going? William Long, Jason. Hey, Jackie Scott, again, I've got to catch up on an email with you. I'll do that later tonight, both of y'all. Oh, man, I don't know if I'd want to look at my ugly mug on a 70-inch TV. Hey, Hadley, Richard. Hey, Kathy Sullivan. Nice to see you. Or not actually see you, but see you in chat, I guess. Orange Crush. Don't start guessing numbers. Here, let me go get that URL for y'all to start guessing some numbers. There you go. Hey, Carl, Gregory. Hey, Lou, Nietzsche, Ted. So, just posted up the link. Don't guess any numbers here. You can't win anything by guessing any numbers here. Yeah, but I look better on a phone than I do on a 70-inch TV. All right, so post the link again. We'll go over the rules as usual. Get this out of the way. The end of the show, I'll pick number from, there's 1 through 50 here. And behind one of these is a gold coin. And if you pick that number, you will win whatever gold I find tonight. So go to the go to the video. And if you are a subscriber, pick one number. If you're a Patreon member and a subscriber, pick 3 numbers. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button and then follow the last 2 directions. So I will pick 3 names. First name that gets the gold coin wins and ends the whole giveaway. If your name is pulled and you don't guess the right thing, the right number, you win a mystery envelope that could have either copper, silver, or gold in it. So pretty easy rules. And the small disclaimer is YouTube has nothing to do with this. They're not affiliated with this in any way. And everyone has 30 days to collect their prize or it goes back into the pool. So there you go. Simple rules. Simple rules, but yet everyone's still guessing here. You gotta go to the hidden video. I should start deducting points if you guess in the chat. Like, if you guess in the chat, I'm going to take a pinch full of gold out of whatever I find. So, I just put it up right before you, William Link. Right before. It's in chat. Chester Reynolds on eBay. I'll have to check him out. I'm not a big fan. I'll say it every video, I think, or every live show. I'm not a big fan of eBay. Buying Paydirt off of eBay. I think from now on I'm going to start doing 1 review a month on an eBay seller, but, you know. Too many rules. That's not that many rules. You go to a video and you leave a comment. Pick 1 number or 3 numbers. It's simple, simple. Hey, Reg, how's it going? Josh Ortiz. I'm going to keep posting the link up every few seconds until we go to some gold panning. And I'll show you what the Paydirt I have for today is. This is from R&R Paydirt Company. I have no idea when I bought this. I bought it off of eBay a while back, and I sat on it for way too long to review it, so we're just going to pan it out today. He's an eBay seller. I don't even know if he's still up on eBay or not, but... And yes, Josh Ortiz, I did get your last message. I'm really behind on my messages this week. I've just been hustling with some other things and haven't really gotten my messages squared away. But after the show, I will be messaging everyone that I owe a message to, so... Hey, HD Shovelhead, DC Fighter, Guidos. Trust the process. Whiskey and gold, huh? I have coffee, and I was telling my kids the other day, it sucks that I don't hold my coffee mug with this hand, so you can't see that it says Zombie Brew on here. So I'll take my coffee and my gold. All right, Lou, there you go. 8 more days. Privateer. Hey, Raymond. How's it going? Now, also, I'm going to probably change up the way I do the 1 through 50 giveaway. If nobody wins it this week, I might start. And I had the suggestion, someone suggested I remove some of the numbers and make it easier every week. But I think what I'll do is if no one wins this week, I might add a second gold coin in there. So then next week, there'll be twice as many chances for y'all to win. And then the next week, I might add a third one if no one still wins. So, hey, BJ Crow, Brian, Carl. Well, good luck with the gizmos. No. Let's see. Too many rules. Let me go check the video, make sure the comments are going through. Yay, comments are going through. Kathy's picking the same numbers. And my daughter picked the number we hid the coin behind. So if nobody wins it, we're going to blame it on her. I'm just scrolling through to see what y'all picked. Make sure everyone's following rules. All right. All right. Let me catch up on chat. We're not going to... Hey, Joseph Richard. Jeremy Gilbreth. Hey, Jeremy Gilbreth. I am almost positive I owe you something from one of the last giveaways. Maybe from the last Thursday Night Gold Panning show. I think I pulled your name last week. So email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com because I know I have an envelope for you. So, and it's within the 30 days. So make sure you email me so I can send it off to you. Hey, Beefy Prepper. Donald Bentley, how's it going? Sean Sparks. Nicholas Murr. Nicholas, I was only slightly confused. It's pretty easy. You either leave a comment with 1 number or 3 numbers. If you're a Patreon member, you get 3 numbers. If you're not a Patreon member, you get 1 number. And at the end of the show, you might win something, you might not. Simple rules. And YouTube has nothing to do with this. They're not a sponsor. YouTube is not a sponsor. Hey, Kayla Scott. Yeah, isn't that wonderful having me on a big screen? Yeah. I should shrink my mug down so y'all don't get, like, TV doesn't break. Hey, Eric Young. Let me get my thing and make sure everything's still on. So, I'm guessing since everyone's still commenting and complaining about all the rules that the microphone's working, so. How's everyone's week done? How's everyone's week been? I was running around like a madman today. I forgot I had reset the show for 7 o'clock now because all live shows and all video uploads will now be at 7 o'clock. So, and I totally forgot, so I was not prepared for this at all. You know. Joseph Risher. Yes, you go to that link and you leave a comment. I just posted the link. You know, how do you pick a number? Privateer. I just posted a link and I'll post it again right now in the chat. In the chat, there is a link to another video. If you go to that video, just leave a comment and pick one number if you're a subscriber, 3 numbers if you are a Patreon member. So, and thank you all to my Patreon members. So, people are still picking number in chat. There's no numbers in chat. Chat's nothing. Hey, HD Shovel. Yeah, it was just like a one. It was just throwing up. But. Hey, Hadley. No, don't send her the bill. She doesn't want any bills from anybody, including me. So. Well, good for you, Sean Sparks. You picked a number. We're all very happy. So, and also, I posted this on Patreon, and it was a public. If anyone wants to, just go to my Patreon page. If you're not a Patreon member, you can go to my Patreon and tab it or bookmark it. I do post updates on there that I put public, so you can just read any updates I have going on. And starting in March, I will start having more reviews. So on the first of the month, instead of me doing a 2-part series on the first week and the second week, I will be doing both reviews the same day. So you can see 2 different reviews on the first Monday of the month. So I will have a minimum of 5 reviews up a month. Or, yeah, 5 reviews up in every month. Sometimes 6 if there's 5 Mondays. I will start doing a live show every single Thursday. So every Thursday, I am going to have a live show at 7 o'clock. Unless something I can't control happens. So, but I will schedule one every single Thursday. Brian McCloskey. No worries. Well, good luck, Reg. Yeah. Beef Prepper the Gold Digger has a giveaway going on, so make sure you go check out his channel then. Well, if your TV breaks, that's your. You don't send me the bill. You could be watching it on your phone or your tablet or something else. Big screen TV is not like conducive for this. So, Croissant Minds. Hey Philip, I did a review on them a while back and didn't do very good. But generally, from what I've heard or seen and heard from people from Croissant Mind, it's either good or it's bad. It's just, there's no in between. You know, everyone I hear from, they're like, oh my God, I had a great bag of Paydirt from Croissant Mind. And then other people are like, well, this really sucked. I don't want to buy this again. So, I don't know. I don't know if they make one good bag, one bad bag, one good bag, one bad bag. So, I'm going to do another review on them this year just to see. And if it's bad, then I give up. So, I'll review everyone at least twice, except for eBay sellers. And then the second one, if it's bad. Did you hit tonight's bag with a Garrett carrot? No, I did not. I did not use a point or anything on it. I should, though. That's a good little idea to tell me if I've got anything in there before I pan it all out and give away too much. Last week would have made me cry As I think we ended up with last week's live show, or not last week, but the last live show. I think I panned out a little bit over 2 grams of gold. So I would have cried if that would have gotten picked. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, I'm glad everyone liked the silver dollars for the Patreon thing. It's always hard coming up with new ideas for copper and silver prizes every single month, and I try not to just give the same thing every month. So I wasn't sure about the silver dollars. I was kind of worried people would be like, hey, this isn't silver, but it technically, it says silver on it. So hey, Jacob Collins. By the way, I didn't say hey. Sean Sparks, what tier do you think is the best? Well, if I was to personally join my Patreon page, I would do the $100 Patreon one. Because all the us, no, I'm just, it is whatever. Every dollar that's given to my Patreon page is super appreciated. If you want to be a $5 member, I am happy to get that. I will never complain about someone joining Patreon and giving me $5 a month just because I talk a lot on YouTube. So I'll never suggest anything. It's just whatever anyone can help me with that helps keep this channel going and helps me keep buying Paydirt and putting out more reviews, I'll gladly take. So what's up, Montana Treasure Hunter? Why is this your last stream here? Yeah, Reg Lab. It's one of the things that sucks. I try not to talk about my Patreon rewards on the shows or any of my videos just because I know, I got a lot of people on my Patreon that are from Australia. And they don't even get their prize till like 3 to 4 weeks later. And it's just horrible when But people have been talking about it in chat the last 2 times, so. So your wife joined, you got paid double. That's right. That's just the way it is, How's the leg healing? It's a pain in my butt, but, the doctors aren't going to do anything. They just keep telling me, give it a year, give it a year. So I'm just going to wait a year and then start complaining. So, yeah, Joseph, I'm definitely going to try. I've got a list of some reviews I have reviewed a while back that weren't horrible. If I get a 10% ROI, they get really low on my list to re-review. But if it's a 50, 40 to 60%, I'll go back and say, well, let me give them another try just to see. So we'll just try it out. Did it come from Kenai? No, the silver certificates, I bought a whole batch of them. The one good thing about all those silver certificates I sent everyone is they were all serial numbered consecutively. So I think I bought 75 of them, all consecutively ordered. So if we ever all get together, we could all hold them together and make a line from 1 to 75. So I didn't ship out 75. I don't know how many I shipped out, but so they were all in order. So if people get together, y'all can match up your numbers to see how many of y'all get next to each other. No, it was just like a one-night sickness, Aiden. Yeah, customs is horrible. That's why when I originally was trying to think of tier awards, I wanted to make sure they all fit in envelopes, because if it doesn't fit in an envelope, if you put it in any type of packaging, customs just loves it. Usually in an envelope, they'll let it slide where they won't delay stuff too bad, Hey, John Costanda. 805 Gold Prospect. How's everyone doing? So we're going to get ready to do some panning in a second. I'll show everyone again the Paydirt we're going to be going through. It's from R&R Paydirt Company. I got this off of eBay probably well over a year ago. I planned on reviewing it, and it just sat, and there was, it's one of the problems with when you're doing Paydirt reviews. You get into Paydirt, And then something else comes along that you really want to review first, you know, like the Dan Hurd one or the Jeff Williams. They come in and you skip the other ones, and some of the Paydirt just keeps getting put to the bottom of the pile, and that one was at the bottom of the pile. So it's been so long that I can't review it anymore. So we're going to go through here. Oh, I'll have to go look at Dill's site and see what he's got for silver. Hey, Jeff's Midwest Gold Adventures, TASD Gold Prospecting. How many people we got in chat? Anyone know? No, I don't feel like looking it up. Someone can tell me how many people are in chat. Maybe it shows me at the top, doesn't it? Nope. Yeah, I mean, my kids were talking about that. Way too cold. It's time to get warm. And thank you, HD Shovel at 56. Pretty good. So we're going to post this link up once more. Then we're going to do some panning. So post the link. Go to that link. That's a hidden video. No one else can see it unless you see this link. Go there. And if you're a subscriber, pick one number in a comment. If you're a Patreon member, pick 3 numbers. 1 through 50. So you guess the number 1 through 50. At the end of this live show, I will pick 3 names. Look at those numbers. And if you guess the gold coin that's in behind one of those numbers, you win whatever gold I find tonight. If I pull your name and you don't pick the right number, you win a mystery envelope. Mystery envelopes have either copper, silver, or gold in them. So everyone's coming in. That's good. No problem, Jeremy. I know I you know, a lot of times you get people that just win stuff and never. And I remember your last name just because Bloom County. So. And I hate taking the envelopes and never doing it with them. So I hate not giving them away once they're already got. 52.2 grams of gold. Selling that much, if you have to sell it, your best bet's going to be eBay, honestly. But if you sell gold on eBay, I highly suggest you, if you sell it and you mail it out, mail it with adult signature required. Don't just do signature required. Get the adult signature required where they have to show ID, because then it makes them be over 21. They have to show ID showing that they're signing for it. So it just really keeps anybody from charging back and saying they didn't do it. Get the gold. And Beefy Prepper, you don't have any numbers because you got to go to that link that I'm just posting now. And you have to leave a comment there. Don't leave a comment in the chat. The chat numbers are worthless. Except for, unless it's a good number and I like that number. But so hopefully we find some gold tonight. I don't know anything about this Paydirt seller. I don't even remember. I never marked any notes about it or anything because it just kept sitting in my pile. So this could be a really bad bag and someone can win it. Who knows? I'm hoping it's decent. I don't even remember what I paid for it, to be honest. I mean, it was on eBay. So usually eBay, I don't spend more than 40 or 50 bucks. So unless I know the seller, you know, and I'm pretty sure I'll get a decent bag. Yeah, certified mail's good too. I mean, just anything where you have to have an adult signature. Because if you just do sign, they can say, oh, my neighbor must have signed for it and stole it. Who knows? Sean Sparks. Yeah, eBay charges for selling. You pay. It's free to list it, but it'll cost you. They charge you 10%. So if you sell it for, you know, $1,500, they're going to take $150 off the top of that plus PayPal fees, which I think is like 1.5% PayPal fees. But if you sell to anyone else, they're only going to pay you 75 to 80% of spot. So, you know, you'll make an extra 10% off of it. But it just depends, you know. You can always email the smaller sellers like Tom's Gold Dirt or Dill over at Kenai Gold. Some of the smaller reputable sellers that have been around a while, sometimes they'll buy up gold too. I don't know how much they'll pay. It might, a lot of times they, you know, that's a big chunk of change for the little sellers to cough up. But I mean, if you know, if you don't find anyone in the next couple of days, Sean Sparks, or if you don't want to do it on eBay, email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com. I might know someone that might want to buy it. I don't know what he'll pay. You know, I'll have to ask him and stuff like that. But I know someone that buys gold. So I don't know, you know, he might have to mail you a check or something. I don't know. I'll have to, just email me and I'll put you in contact with them or something like that. So see if you can't sell it. Be the prep Dylan did not show up. Hold on. Yeah, just Sean, feel free to email me at dylan@millerprospecting.com. And I'll tell you some other some sellers I know that, or at least you could ask to buy it. They might not have the funds to buy it right now or stuff like that, but I'm just trying to catch up on chat. Well, thanks, Guidos. You know, like I said, I appreciate every penny that comes in through my Patreon. I mean, I appreciate everyone that just subs to my videos, you know. YouTube pays me those big checks, you know. I get those $100 checks from YouTube. So y'all just subbing, you know, that gives them, it pays for the hosting and, you know, pays a little bit for this and that. So I appreciate everything, you know. I don't, you know, discount any penny that's spent. You know, that's a penny that somebody worked hard for, and if they give it to me or donate it to me and my channel, you know, I appreciate it more than anything. So I don't frown down on $5 tier members, $10, $1 members, people that, you know, I have somebody that just recently sent me $1.50 on PayPal, and I appreciated every penny that they sent me because that was money they earned, you know. Yeah, YouTube big check. What's funny is whenever I see, you know, I've been doing this, I've been collecting checks from YouTube for I think a little bit over 2 years now, 2.5 years. And the best check I've ever gotten from YouTube was, I think, one Christmas. I think I had a video get really big and got a lot of views. It might have been like the Nugget Bucket or something like that. Or I think it was one of Jimbo's Gold videos maybe. Because I had one with his illegal dredge cons, and that one did, those two, they did really good. And so one month I got a check for like $225, and that was like the biggest check. And it was like, because usually they're like $100, $110, $120. And I see these people on YouTube all the time that have a lot less views than me and a lot less, you know, subscribers than me, and they're always talking about, oh man, I just got my YouTube check, I'm making so much money now. But they're not. They're just like blowing up smoke, trying to make themselves seem better, and it's funny. Hey, good luck, HD Shovelhead. You can start making those pennies. Yay. You know, it's not horrible. I mean, it's free. You know, you get a little check for somebody watching your videos. It's good. But until you get 10,000 subscribers, they don't put really good ads. And those are the ads that pay money. And you also don't get recommended in channels. So you got to really hit 10,000 subscribers. So one of those days I'll hit it. I think I get, on average, like 1 or 2 new subscribers a day. So I've only got about 1.5 years more to go, you know, or 2 years or 3 years, something like that. So you're welcome, Joseph. Richard, thank you. Richard Davis, no, you're not late. I'm still here. So, and I haven't even started panning yet. So we're going to start panning in 1 minute. I'm going to post a link up again. Last time I'm going to do this until after I'm finished panning. So I just posted a link. Go to that link. If you are a subscriber, leave a comment on that hidden video. It'll say hidden video in the title. Watch that video. There's some rules on there. They're pretty simple, really simple. Leave a comment, pick a number, 1 through 50. If you're a subscriber, pick 3 numbers, 1 through 50. At the end of the show, if I pull your name up, I'm going to pick 3 names. If I pick your name, I pick your number, and you guess the right number with which one has a gold dime behind it, you win whatever gold I pan out tonight. If you don't guess right, you win a mystery envelope that has either copper, silver, or gold in it. So you could still win gold even if you don't guess the right number. But you have to follow the link that I'm posting right now. So in the chat, you will see I just posted a comment. It's got a link to it. You got to follow that link and leave a comment there. 9,900 people wait. Yeah, it just... YouTube subscribers kind of go in spurts. Like you'll hit like 1,000. Then all of a sudden you'll jump up to 1,500 in days. And you're like, oh my God, I'm doing really good. And then it dies down again. You creep along until you get to like 2,500. Then it'll jump to 3. And it slows down again. So... Hey, Glenn Timmons. Well, thank you, Sean Sparks. All right, I'm going to shrink down my ugly mug or switch the camera, and we're going to start going to some gold panning. So you're just going to get to look at some water for a second, and I'm going to reset up my equipment. So give me 1 second. There you go. There's some pretty water to look at. Listen to me move all my equipment around. Now I am not going to classify this material down. It did look like there was some larger material in there, but we're just going to deal with it. So. Yes, Brian Bulger, go to the video in the link and leave a comment there. If your comment doesn't show up, don't worry about it. I'll check. Sometimes it puts some of the comments in a spam folder, but I check them before we do it. Hey, Jeff's Midwest Gold Adventures. All right, I'm gonna pour all the Paydirt into a pan so we can look at it. And yeah, I still have a stupid squeaky chair. I'm just going to replace the chair. I hate this chair. But that's okay. It's really comfortable, though, which sucks. But that's the way it always works. So here we go. Here's the Paydirt we're going to be working with tonight. I don't look a little bit dusty. It might cloud up the water some. I don't see any huge nuggets, so let's see. No real black sand. So it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, squeaky chair is going to be my new trademark. I just need to take it apart and silicone everything and put it back together, or WD-40 it or something. Because it's something internal that's squeaking, but ooh, you know. Once I start panning, I stop moving around so much, so it's not so bad. What brand pans do I use? This is the Martin 4-stage pan. It is absolutely my favorite pan I've used, and I have a ton of pans. I actually have 2 huge totes full of pans, and one of these days, I need to go through some of them and do some videos about some of them, do some reviews. But I have a lot of pans, but this is by far my favorite pan I've ever used. I'm just going to pour off the smaller material, and then we'll repan that. And even though I don't use the 4th stage, I do not use the third or 4th stage pretty much ever, it's still my favorite pan. I will only use this larger one over here. I use this and this. These are pretty much the only two stages I use in this pan. Because for finer gold, I switch to another pan. But it's still my favorite pan. It's a 10-inch pan. I love it. And then I use a 14-inch pan as my catch pan underneath. So I don't usually use the magnet on my live shows, Kathy, just because it doesn't really matter. These aren't reviews. So, and it's kind of because normally, like, if I'm not panning out for a video, I don't check it for magnetics. I just pan out and get a surprise if it's all full of magnetic black sands to drive me crazy. Looks like gold on the bottom of the tub. There's no gold in there. This is fresh water. So, and just in case anyone's wondering, if you win, I do repan this out after the live show, just in case I happen to miss something. So if you win the gold, I will go back through this and double check just to make sure you get everything that's in the bag. And if for some crazy reason there's no gold, because like I said, these aren't guaranteed bags of Paydirt. I don't do any guaranteed bags on these live shows. If there's no gold, we'll just give away one of my Miller Prospecting Paydirts. So, and then you're guaranteed some gold, and then you'll get to pan it out. Garrett Super Sluice. Yes, that is a great pan. That's probably, if you're out in the field, it's the best pan to use. But panning at home, it's way too big, way too bulky. I have one about 2 feet away from me. I use it if I'm going through some really fines sometimes, and it's not on video because it's too wieldy to use in a review channel. So, but it is probably one of the best. The material they make the Super Sluice out of is probably one of the best materials. It's kind of like this SE. It's a softer plastic, so it really scratches up wonderfully and gets some really good gold. Do you get the dirt? No, you don't get the dirt. You just get the gold in the live shows. Because I don't want to have to dry out the Paydirt and package it and ship it. Mostly because if you win the gold, I can put it in a 70-cent envelope and ship it to you. Or a cheap priority mail envelope for $5. But if I have to ship you 3 or 4 pounds of Paydirt, and it's going to cost me $16. And I'm cheap. Mind Lab. I don't like the Mind Lab pan. I love their little kit. I almost bought their kit, the little blue one where it comes with the classifier and the 2 gold pans that fit inside the classifier. It's a really cool setup. I like the way it looks. I'm just not a fan of the pan itself. It's kind of weird, like with the blue pans, some I like and some I don't. Like, this is my finishing pan I use, and it's blue, and I love it. It's the best finishing pan I've ever used. But I tried to switch to the blue 4-stage pan by Martin, and I just couldn't stand it. I just didn't like the way it worked. I didn't like the color on it. It's just, I don't know. But to be honest, whatever pan you like, that's the one you go with. I mean, I went through probably a dozen pans before I found this one, and this is the one I fell in love with that worked best for me. But I watch a lot of videos where people are panning with other pans, and if that's the pan that works best for you, you know, if your favorite pan is a pie pan, then work with that. Well, the reason, like normally, if I'm panning on my own, someone mentioned about classifying and not classifying. Usually if I'm panning just for myself, I will take out the +10. Just because it's a pain in the butt when you get some big, huge boulder in there and it's just blocking the panning, the water, you know, just the action of the water. But for videos, I do it just so you can see how difficult the Paydirt is. Because if I just panned this out and you saw a whole bunch of gold at the end of the video, you wouldn't know how hard it was. But by seeing that, oh wow, this bag's all minus 40, and if you can't pan out minus 40, you know that's not the bag for you. Even if it's a good bag and has a great ROI, if you can't pan it out, it doesn't do you any good. So where's the gold? I'm just panning it down to a little bit, then putting it in a pour off pan. Then we're going to pan that out and hope to see some gold. But just in case, if this is a bunk bag, I said it earlier, I will, if somebody wins the thing, they will just get a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. So if you win, if you guess the number, somebody will get some gold, even if I don't, even if this is a bad bag. Which if it's a bad bag, I'll wish I did a review on it so I could keep people from having bought it. But I like the look of the green gold grabber. I saw a picture of those and I like them. I haven't added one to my collection yet because I started, for a while there, I was buying a lot of pans to review, and I've yet to do a single pan review, so I kind of stopped buying pans. They were just filling up too many boxes in my house, so I figured I better wait until I actually start doing some pan reviews. But like I said, it depends on what you like. You know, like I know a lot of people love the Falcon pan for finishing, and I have one, and I absolutely hated it. It's probably the worst pan I've ever used for finishing. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I thought, you know, I tried using it for probably 2 weeks and just couldn't do anything. Hey, Rod Kurt, better late than never. Well, that's why I do these reviews. Who made that comment? Richard Davis. That it helps you pick out your Paydirt. That's why I started doing these reviews. When I first found gold panning, it wasn't very big. You know, there was probably a dozen or 2 dozen people on eBay selling Paydirt. And there was only a few sellers online selling it, which I didn't know about. But I was just buying off of eBay. And I would find just like 1 or 2 flakes and would be so happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm finding gold and loving it. And then I bought some Paydirt from, I think, he's a seller that's no longer around. But I ended up getting a 75% ROI, which I didn't know at the time. But when you spend $75 on eBay and you get 3 or 4 little pieces of gold, then you buy $75 from somebody online and you get a nice little vial full of gold, you realize you've been ripped off a lot. So, and then I just started a blog and said, well, I'm going to start just tracking what I get and telling people what I find. And a good buddy of mine, Wayne Schmidt, who was doing videos and also was doing some gold Paydirt reviews, told me I should start doing this. So how do you pick a number, Rod Kurt? Well, once I'm done panning and y'all get to look at my ugly mug again, I'll explain all the rules again. Bryce Podell, have I ever thought about giving away pans or secondary prizes? No, shipping is just horrible. One of the things is, I don't mind doing giveaways. I like doing giveaways. I think, you know, people that support this channel deserve prizes every once in a while. But I hate giving the post office money. When I did my Christmas giveaway, I don't remember what it cost me total in prizes and everything. But I mean, for Christmas, I gave away, what was it? Over an ounce of gold. So you figure right there was about $1,500. And then just other prizes. But I ended up spending $500 in shipping. And that's just ridiculous. If you ship out a priority mail package, you're going to pay $7 to $7.75 to $16. Where if I send out an envelope, it costs me 70 cents. I mean, it's just, if I can send you an envelope with a prize for 70 cents, or I can send you something in a priority mail package that costs $8, that's $7 I can't give you in prizes. I'd rather give you a nicer prize in an envelope than pay USPS. It's just ridiculous shipping charges. So I try not to give away big prizes. I do actually have 2 gold pans that I've been meaning to do a giveaway for, which I'll have to think of one of these days, but I have 2 gold pans somewhere that were signed by one of the guys from the Gold Rush TV show. So they're somewhere. I've been trying to get in contact with the guy I bought them from, trying to get more, because I wanted to have like 10 of them to give away. But one day I'll give out some pans with some signed pans. Hey, Rinky's Carnage. And thank you, Kathy. I see you trying to tell people how to join the giveaway. But after I'm done panning this out, which so far is not looking like a very good pan at all, I will post up links and stuff like that for everyone to enter the giveaway. Oh, this is not looking good. Someone might, if they win, might be winning some Miller Paydirt. So if there's still a seller RR Paydirt online, they're lucky I didn't review this bag, because it's not looking too good. Got a little gold, but not looking so good. Not looking good at all. Now I really wish I remembered how much I paid for this bag. So there we go. Pretty bad. And that's not a good prize. So, that was very disappointing. So this was from R&R Paydirt Company. I don't believe that was their eBay name, but I don't remember. It was, like I said, this was over a year and a half ago. They're probably not selling if this was the bags they were selling at the time. But we'll give away a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt tonight instead of this little junk. So, and I will actually, since I had never thought of this happening, I don't know why that never occurred to me, but we're going to give away a big bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt if you win. So give me 1 second. We're going to switch from this dismal picture of very little gold. Very little gold. So I will switch up the photos and give me 1 second. Here, just look how bad that is. And then I'm going to catch up on chat and we're going to do a giveaway. I'll post some links. All the fun stuff. Sorry about all the noise. Trying to move my computer around. I need to. One of these days, I'm going to get around to actually building my setup correctly so I can have everything in one place and not have to move stuff around. But all right. Bam. Right into my ugly face. See, there you go. Ugly mug right there. Just surprised y'all with that. So, all right, let me catch up on chat a little bit. Let me post here. I'll post the link first and foremost. So there you go. There's a link. If you go to that link, leave a comment. If you're a subscriber, leave a comment with one number, 1 through 50. If you're a Patreon member, you get 3 guesses. All in the same comment. Leave a comment with 3 guesses or 1 guess, depending. Anyone around the world. Doesn't matter. That's another reason someone asked earlier why I don't ship like gold pans and other things like that, is I make sure all my giveaways are open to anyone. I don't like doing the thing where I see a lot of gauze and giveaways where people are like, oh, if you're in, Canada, I'll just send you PayPal. That's no fun. Nobody enters prizes, they're like, oh, I want this Paydirt, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna give you $40 PayPal, because I still can't buy that Paydirt. So, everyone wants the prize. That's why you're doing this. So I make sure all my prizes are cheap to ship. The prizes might not be cheap themselves. Sometimes they are. Like, if I was to give you that gold, that would suck. That would suck. But I make sure I can ship everything out relatively cheap. I would rather spend more money on prizes than shipping. You know. So if you win and you live in Australia, I will ship you the prize. No worries. Yeah, that was a bad bag. Unfortunately, though, you know, I can't do guaranteed bags every time with these. So I will tell you, in one of the upcoming live shows, I do have a jar of Lynch Mining Black Label we'll go through. So that's guaranteed a gram of gold if somebody wins that. But this one, if somebody wins, I will just send you a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. So, and it'll have a half a gram of gold in it. So, and Paydirt. You actually get to pan out the Paydirt. So, you know. Brinkies, that Paydirt was from R&R. Here, I still have the bag right here. R&R Paydirt Company. It was off of eBay. And like I said earlier in the chat, I purchased that well over a year ago. Probably almost a year and a half ago. Maybe even longer than that. And it had just been sitting and sitting. I kept skipping it because it just didn't look promising. It's just, that's one of the things about eBay. It's another reason why I don't review them as often. It's just because there's so many better sellers out there than eBay sellers that if I get that bag in and then a new company like Golden Nugget Sales open, I jump Golden Nugget Sales way above the rest. And I do it. So. Lou Norris. I use Go-Getter Juice. It's from Martin Prospecting. I use that a lot, or I use, I'm actually really low on it. So lately in the last couple of videos, and that's just because I'm too lazy to order, I had some Jet Dry. So I usually use Jet Dry or Go-Getter Juice from Martin Prospecting. I like Go-Getter Juice better. It isn't as sudsy, you know, as Jet Dry or dishwashing soap. So, you know, and you have to use a little bit more of it. I think, I don't know if it's just like watered down Jet. I just like it better. So, you know, but that's just, again, it's a personal preference. I know a lot of people that use, I watched a video the other day where someone was panning something out and they were using dish soap, and they used a lot of dish soap. I mean, I use a couple of drops and that's about it. AG Chevrolet. Okay, so I will tell you all a little secret about Lynch Mining Paydirt. You really have, they're like Amazon. Lynch Mining is like Amazon. I don't know if they're using a special software in their thing with their pricing, but you really have to watch their pricing. They go up and down a lot. And I've noticed a couple times, like, I actually had some, I'll write notes to myself all the time about Paydirt for upcoming videos where I'll say, buy this, it's $86.50 shipped. And it might take me 2 months to buy it. And I noticed with Lynch Mining, some of their Paydirt, where it might be, so for like today, it might be 75 bucks. In 2 weeks, they'll jack it up to 125, then put it on sale for like 30% off. And with the sale price, it'll come up to $82. So you're actually paying $7.50 more, it being on sale. So you kind of have to watch their prices a lot. They're kind of like Amazon. Like, you know, it happens to Amazon all the time. I'll go to buy something and I'll put it in my cart and I'll say, oh, I'll buy it later. And a week later, it'll be $4 higher. And it's like, you know, this isn't stocks and bonds. Prices don't need to be going up and down on things. So. Thank you, DC Firefighter. Yeah, that's what I was saying about the Jet Dry. I've seen some videos where people are just pouring that stuff in. I mean, I saw a video the other day where a guy, he probably used, you know, a quarter a bottle of liquid soap. And I was just like, you don't need that much. I mean, maybe if you're going through 50 pounds of Paydirt really quickly, so, but He was just panning out one little bag. It was just so much soap. And I've actually seen it. What did I watch? I watched a video probably about a year ago. Someone was using a gold cube in a recirculating system. And they had so much soap. It was just bubbling everywhere. It looked like if, you put dish soap in your dishwasher. I mean, it was just funny. And the worst thing about it is if you make bubbles like that, it actually will float the gold away faster than if you didn't use anything. So, and thank you again, DC Firefighter. Yeah, when I use it, I'll use a drop, pan, and then if another piece floats, drop, pan, and just like that. That's it. So if everyone gives me a second, I need to post up or get some stuff ready for the giveaway. And here, let me put all right, I'm posting the link again. Make sure you leave your comments in. I am going to all right, 75 comments. Let me just check to make sure nobody has anything blocked. So one was marked spam. And that was it. It's only one person. That's not too bad. It usually gets about 2 or 3. Let me just, I'm going to copy paste my link one last time because y'all got about 5 minutes before I pull names. Hey, Slackwaters, make sure you leave a comment, and this video will post up, or this live show, so if you want to check after the show to see if you won, you can. And again, you'll have 30 days to contact me at Dylan@Miller-Prospecting. Yeah, good luck, everyone. So tonight's prize, I didn't have a bag because I honestly did not think any of these bags would be this bag or this bad, but that's what I get for not thinking ahead. But we're going to be giving away a bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. If I pull your name and you guess the right number with this gold-plated dime behind it from 1 through 50, and if you don't, then you get a mystery envelope that might have copper, silver, or gold in it. So, and good night, Slackwaters. Hey, Terra87. All right, let me go. All right, I'm trying to clear up my screen some. We'll chat. We'll give it like another 3 or 4 minutes. Make sure everyone leaves their comments. Think about those numbers. I want somebody to win tonight. But like I said, next week, if nobody wins this week, next week I will put 2 coins in there. So double the chance that someone will win. Only one person will still be able to win, but it'll double the chance. And if no one wins after that, I'll put a 3rd coin in there for the following Thursday night panning until someone wins. It'll stop at 3, but No, it just sat because it was an eBay seller. I'm really bad at eBay reviews, you know. And I will tell everyone, the main reason I don't like doing eBay reviews is because you can change your name. So if I do a review and I say R&R Paydirt sucks and they're horrible and this is what you're going to get out of it, the next day they could change their name to Bob Jones Paydirt and you won't be able to find them. So you'll be like, oh, this is a new company. So oh, good. Thank you, Anthony. Glad you got your tier reward in. But yeah, eBay is, like I said, I'm gonna start doing one eBay review a month, I think. But I'm gonna try and pick out sellers who have been around a while that aren't willing to change their name or do any of the other little tricks they can get away from getting a review that they might not like. So your numbers change every Kathy's on. Yeah, every number after the end of every show I show you what number had it. So and I don't pick that number again. So well, I might. You never know. I didn't pick this number. My daughter did. So if nobody wins, blame it on her. So, but usually I'm not going to pick the same number 2 weeks in a row. You know, I want it to be random. I don't want everyone picking, you know, like people do all the time where they see a lotto and they pick the exact same numbers the following week. Like lotto's going to be the same. Hey, CSI Deacon. Hey, Terra87 here. I'm posting a link, Terra87, and anyone else that just joined. There's a link in the chat. Click that link. I have another video that's hidden. Leave a comment there. Pick a number 1 through 50. If you're a subscriber, leave one comment with one number. If you're a Patreon member, leave one comment with 3 numbers from 1 through 50. So I will get this ready since we're gonna pull out some numbers in a second. I watch a lot of Green Mountain Gold Traps videos. I like their stuff. They have some really cool looking stuff. Thank you again, DC Firefighter. Appreciate it a lot. I really do. Well, the good thing, Kathy Sullivan, is even if you miss my ugly mug in a live show, I make sure I keep all these. They are all archived, and you can watch them a couple days later. I think it takes YouTube about 24 hours before they become videos you can watch. So you can always see my ugly mug, even if you miss the live show. Chat's not as much fun if you miss the live show, but... Yeah, and by the way, last week I didn't do the live show. I didn't do a live show last week. It was too hectic. But next week I'll have another live show, and in March and for the future I will have a live show every single Thursday at 7 p.m. So unless, you know, something unexpected happens, but I am scheduled to have a live show every Thursday. The first Thursday of the month will be a Patreon appreciation live show. The second and fourth Thursdays will be this gold panning. And I might do something a little bit different on the other, like the third Thursday and the fifth Thursdays if there's those. So I haven't figured out what yet, but it might be a live show like this, or I might do something else. I've been working on something else. I never seem to have enough time in the day. My shows start at 7 p.m. Central. So thank you very much, Richard Davis. I appreciate it a lot. I really do. It's Friday there for you, huh? All right, y'all ready to do some giveaways? Let me make sure I have everything set up. Make sure all the comments have been approved. All those are done. So I have 81 unique comments. There we go. So we're going to pull some names. Let me shrink down my ugly mug. Oh, I have to do it this way, don't I? All right. Shrink down my ugly mug. We're going to pick some names. There we go. All right, let's start picking some names. Get the YouTube comments. 81 comments. Maybe I should make my ugly mug bigger so y'all can make sure you can see this. So make y'all look at my ugly mug a little bit more. All right, so there we go. 1 through 50. Let's start pulling some names. Number 28. Slack Waters. Where we go? There you go. 28. Nothing. You did not win, but you did win a mystery envelope. See this one there? It can either have copper, silver, or gold in it. I'll put it there. That one's yours. It's number 1, so you at least win something. And let's go to number 2 and see what we get. Enrique Garcia, 22, 13. And this has never happened before. That's 22. 13. Nothing. And 45. Nothing. If by chance I pull your name and the number's already been picked, you just lose that pick, so don't guess what other people guess. Be unique. All right, we're going to pick one more. Last name. And Enrique, you did win a mystery envelope too. Either copper, silver, or gold. Your number, envelope number 2. Last one. There we go. Come on. 22. That number's already been picked. So you didn't get one. But you still win the envelope. So you still win the envelope, Mr. Comfy Australia. See, it's a good thing I just put that rule in there, isn't it? That I just told you if you pull a number that somebody else has. Oh, and I will show y'all where the gold was. So you know where to pick next time. I'm just kidding. But it was, my daughter picked this number. It was lucky number 18. Had the gold coin. So no winners this week. Well, you win the mystery envelopes, but nobody won the Miller Prospecting Paydirt. So now y'all can look at my ugly mug some more. But next week next week I'm doing another Thursday Night Painting live show. So next week I will put a second coin in there. So there will be twice as much to go in there. So Brian Bulger, never got your gold dime yet. Email me on Patreon or Dylan at MillerProspecting.com or, and I'll send you out one. I don't know why, but, it's funny. I send out, 60 to 70 tier rewards a month, something like that, 50 to 60 tier rewards a month. And I've only had one tier reward lost. But the gold dimes, I lose more of those. It's funny. I mean, it's not that many, but I probably, statistically, I've lost more gold dimes in the mail. I don't know. Maybe the post office has a way to find out if there's a coinage in the envelopes and they're seizing them because you're not supposed to ship money through the mail. So, Josh Robbins. Yeah, I looked through the chat earlier to see if anyone had picked the right number because I was worried no one would pick even the 18, but I saw a couple people had 18 picked, so. But that's a good thing. And this isn't I know nobody won technically the gold. They still won the mystery envelopes, which, by the way, could have gold in them. So you never know. Someone might still have won some gold. But they didn't win the half gram that would have been in the Miller Prospecting Paydirt. But the good thing about these giveaways I'm doing on these live shows is I do them more than once a week. These aren't giveaways that are, I reached 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 or 7,500. Which, by the way, I just reached 7,500 subscribers. So I'm going to have to start thinking of a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So that would be something really good. It won't be as good as my Christmas giveaway, but it'll be something good. Mr. Comfy, yeah, I pulled your name and your number was taken. So you didn't even get a number. That's sad. But at least you got a mystery envelope. So you got something. So thank you again, DC Firefighter. Yeah, I know everyone ships money. I was just kind of joking. It is technically supposed to, man. You're not supposed to ship money through the mail. I don't remember why, but yeah, 7,500, really good. I mean, like I said, it was funny. I got to 1,000. It took me, I think, a little bit over a year and a half to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I sat there for a while. Then I jumped up. I got really a lot of subscribers after that. I got to, I think, like 4,000 subscribers within a year. From 1,000 to 4,000 in a year. And then since then, it'll go in spurts where I'll do good. And for the last, like, year, it's been slow growth. But it's fine with me. I'm not a big person about how many people subscribe, how many people hit that like button and all that, because I'm going to do this channel anyway. So, you know, if I just had one person watching my video, then that's, you know, that's good for me. Mr. Company, here, let me post my email up there, Australia. So there you go. Email me there if you won tonight, and I will ship out your mystery envelope. And no worries, Scott Fowler. I was going to email you either tonight or tomorrow, and I totally understand. And, you know, I appreciate everything way you supported my channel. I appreciate you coming in the chat and watching my videos and watching my live show. So I totally understand, man. I can't tell you how many times. I mean, this month was the first time in a couple months, but this was the first time I actually checked on my bank account and saw I was in the negative. And I said, oh, I need to run over there and bring all my change into the bank. And, you know, when I go grocery shopping or something, I always throw my dollars in a jar just for emergencies like that. So I had to go count up all my ones and change and go and put $100 in the bank really quickly. So yeah. Right, Belger. I had somebody send me something. Brian, I forget when it was. It was about 2 years ago, and they sent me something, and it never showed up. And they were nice enough. They sent me another one, and it was like a year later what they had shipped me showed up. I was like, where has it been for the last year? So yeah, I'd love to come to Australia. My son is dying to go to Australia, so. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna. I posted it on my Patreon, and I'll say that again. I know a lot of people can't afford to donate to my Patreon page, and I totally understand that. I'm not one of the people that loves to do this for me and stuff like that, and spend a lot of time in my videos asking people to join my Patreon page. But if you go to my Patreon page at patreon.com/Miller Prospecting, you can just bookmark my Patreon page. And I post a lot of videos or updates on there that are available to the public where you don't have to be a Patreon member to view it. And I posted one the other day where I am going to be increasing. I've been getting so much support from Patreon, my subscribers, and everybody that I'm going to be upping my game a little bit and putting out more videos. So I will be putting out at least 5 Paydirt reviews a month now. And I will be doing a live show every single Thursday. And I'll also be putting out a new video every Saturday as well. So you'll get to see my ugly mug 3 times a week now. So you know. So I'm going to start trying to pump out some more content and stuff like that. Just because so many people are supporting this channel, I got to make it worth y'all's while for supporting me. So, I don't know what I'm going to do for all these videos, though. I'm going to have to start thinking of, one of the things is, you know, I've always had a list of things that I want to do videos on, but just, you know, when you're putting out 2 videos a week, it's hard to fit everything in there, especially when, you know, for me, Paydirt always takes precedence. So, you know, I always want to make sure, like, every Monday I have a Paydirt review. Then if on Thursday I'm doing this, I can't post a video. So I figured I would just start putting, you know, 2 videos out a week and a live show every week. So, you know. Yeah, it's going to be busy, but, you know, when you're disabled, you tend to have a little bit more time. It's going to be hard to work around my kids because, you know, like when I have my kids on the weekends, it makes it a little harder. My kids are actually here today. Last week they were here on Thursday, and today they're here. Usually they're here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but their mom's schedule changed, so I've been having them Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I try to make sure I have to, you know, manage my time very well to make sure Monday through Thursday I have all my stuff prepped for my live shows, and I have the reviews shot, edited, and everything else, so I don't take time away from them. So, and yes, Kathy Sullivan, dumpster diving is still on the way. It is just way too cold. If we tried to be dumpster diving, the video would just be us stuck to a dumpster that was frozen solid, and you know, we're just stuck there. So it's got to warm up a little bit. So not too warm that the dumpsters start smelling too bad, or the ones near it. I'm not going to do any that have food in them, but it's still on my list. You know, we still plan on doing a couple more, not a ton of magnet fishing videos, but there is a couple spots we still want to go magnet fishing. So especially there's one spot I want to go where there might be some guns that got thrown in there. So, you know, something fun. And yes, Brian Bulger, we are probably going to shoot the gem bag this weekend or next weekend, but it might not come out until, I have it on my calendar what days it's supposed to come out, but it's going to be next month. It won't be this month because there's not much time left in this month. So hey, Josh Moynihan. Yeah, I like the gold price going up. I like it going up. You know, it makes it a little harder to buy Paydirt. You know, that's the only problem for me. You know, I don't stockpile my gold. So, you know, I sell my gold to continue this channel. And, you know, sometimes it takes me a while to sell my gold. So a lot of gold I have I purchased the Paydirt when it was, you know, 46 and it went up. But just now, you know, if you look, some sellers that were selling Paydirt at $50 a bag are now selling it for 60. So it just cost me $10 more, and that Paydirt gold's up. So it's great for people that hoard their gold and buy the Paydirt after watching my reviews and say, wow, I got a good bag of Paydirt, you know, and they save their gold. It's great for them. So, you know, I'm just, yeah, DC firefighter. I think I saw that video about the woman who, but I don't think she was dumpster diving. I think she was, or she wasn't dumpster diving for a video. So I think she was just trying to find stuff in the trash. Yeah, magnet fishing is good. We had a really fun time doing it. Unfortunately, where we live, there's not a lot of bridges. Well, there's bridges, but most of them are in places where, like a lot of the bridges in my area, it's funny, the 2 famous bridges around us have no water underneath them. They used to have water underneath them, but they don't anymore. So magnet fishing is pretty bad there. So I have to, you know, scope out some places to find, because you want places that have a bridge that's like got good traffic. Like the last place we went, the only place we've shot a video at with the magnet fishing, they do a lot of bow hunting for fish on that bridge. I mean, a lot. Like usually if you go there on a weekend, there'll be 10 or 12 kids out there bow hunting for fish. So I figured, you know, maybe someone dropped some bow arrows or, you know, knives or something else, but we didn't find any of that. So I got to find another spot. Yeah, I highly suggest if you do Paydirt, save your gold. You know, I know some people sell it so they could buy more Paydirt, but you're better off saying, you know, instead of doing 5 bags a month, do 4 and save all that gold if you can, because, you know, gold's a nice nest egg, especially if something ever happens, you know, where the market crashes or something else. You're going to be the person that's glad that you have, you know, a couple ounces of gold stored away. You know, I do keep some gold. I usually keep anything any nuggets that are over a gram I put in aside for my son. Actually, I think it's a half a gram. Anything over a half a gram nugget that I find go into a special jar for my son. But unfortunately, you don't find many of those. I think I find like 4 or 5 a year. So most of the gold just gets resold. Yeah, that's what I mean. If you got to sell your gold, you have to sell your gold. But if you don't have to, don't. I have to sell it to keep the channel going and pay bills and things like that. So do giveaways. I haven't sold any gold in a while. I will say that I probably have not sold gold in 9 months because the last 2 big giveaways I did ate up all my gold. So. Can't magnet fish because I have a metal plate in my head. Yeah. Well, you never know. You could get a half-gram nugget from 1350 bag, especially if you go listen to Golden Paydirt. And if you go to Golden Paydirt, his bags have, 10-gram nuggets. You can buy ounce bags, for $49.99. Yeah, and also, I will tell anyone here, I know he does it on Facebook a lot, but you can contact Dave over at Gold Bay. If you save your gold, Dave over at Gold Bay will usually exchange small gold for big gold. So I think it was a 1.1 to 1 ratio. So if you have 1.1 grams of fine gold, he'll trade you a 1 gram gold nugget. And that's a really good deal. I mean, I've seen some people on Facebook where they were trading 15 and 16 grams of fine gold, and that's anything under 20 mesh, and they were getting 15-gram nuggets. I mean, you cannot complain about that. That nugget is worth so much more. But Dave's mines, the mines he has that he works have bigger nuggets, and he can't put that in his Paydirt, so he has to get a lot of gold from other people. So if anyone has gold and you're looking to upgrade to bigger nuggets, you should check out Dave over at Gold Bay. And check them out on Facebook and hit them up. Yeah, email me my company. I love hot sauce. So I'm from New Orleans. We put hot sauce on a lot of stuff in New Orleans. That's when you go to New Orleans, when you eat out anywhere, there's hot sauce on the table. It gets kind of used to here when you go somewhere and they have ketchup on the table here in Indiana. But in New Orleans, everything had hot sauce on it. So. Hey, Reglab. Yeah, Dave is kind of hard to catch on Facebook. You kind of got to wait until he's online and message him. But you don't even have to message him. Just make a post on Facebook on he's got a group on Facebook. So. Yeah, see, that's a good deal. 25 grams for a 20-gram nugget. I mean, plus not only that, even if the price matches the same, even if that nugget was worth dollar to dollar the exact same, it's a lot easier to sell that nugget than it is fine gold. More people want big nuggets than they do small ones. So if you want if you put 25 grams of fine gold on eBay, you might get 5 or 6 people looking at it, and most of them are probably Paydirt sellers. But if you put a 20-gram nugget up there, a lot of people are going to look at it to buy it. So. Hey, Guido, sorry to hear about your bad week, man. Always feel free to email me at Dylan at Mount Miller Prospecting and vent. I don't mind. Even though I haven't been catching up on my emails, I'm going to try and this week get up all done. So I am behind on my emails, but anyone always feel free to email me. Yeah, but that's, you know, he started doing that, I think it was about 6 months ago, where he started trading in small gold for big gold. Yeah, Reg, I don't think Gold Bay ships international anymore, so it's really hard to ship Paydirt international. I know a lot of sellers that have done it. They ended up wishing they didn't because so many packages got seized by customs. And if you're a customer, you want your money back, and the sellers pretty much have to do it or they'll get bad feedback. So Chris Neville, Dylan, did you buy prospecting tickets? Yeah, I bought some tickets tonight for his drawing. I don't know if I'm gonna make the show or not. I'm gonna try because I just want to see. But I did buy a couple tickets to his raffle. So but I'm hoping to get to his show, at least to watch. I might not be able to get into the chat or not, but it'll happen, Josh. It'll happen. The post office managed to lose everyone's packages at least once. So, and it just depends. Like, I know one seller, I'm not going to mention their name. They were shipping a lot of international, and they only lost one package. But that package was a $900 bag of Paydirt. And, you know, you take one hit like that, there's not really a lot. You know, you got to sell a lot of Paydirt to make up that loss. So they don't do, international anymore. Kathy, I sent you a link to somebody that might be able to smelt the gold, didn't I? If not, it's the review I am putting up on the first of the month in March. That's who. They do. I know they smelt gold and silver. So I thought I told you who. I don't want to say their name on here because I'm getting ready to do a review on them in a week and a half or something like that. So 2 weeks. First review is in March. But if I didn't email, I'm pretty sure I sent you the email with it though. Yeah, well, they say it's lost. You know, that's one of the things with international from the U.S. to foreign countries. There's no tracking. Now, I know a way around that, and I've told a couple sellers that if you ship the Paydirt through through eBay, there's tracking all the way through. And thank you, David. Thank you so much. I used to do that when I used to have a business where, and I've told some people this before, I used to sell comic books for a living. And when I would ship comic books to foreign countries that I couldn't get tracking on, I would make them send me $1 through eBay. You know, I'd put up a private auction for $1. They'd ship me $1, and then I'd ship the package through eBay. And the shipping is actually much cheaper on eBay than it is through the postal service, and it's guaranteed tracking. So they would track it all the way to their house. So hey, Reg Lab. Email me, Reg. I might, if you want, I might be able to, order some Gold Bay for you and ship it to you. So it might end up being a good bag if he knows it's for me. Even though I don't think Dave would do that. I don't think Dave pays enough attention to who's he's buying his Paydirt. There you go. But yeah, Reg Lab. Just message me on Patreon, Reg, and I'll see if I can order you some Paydirt and send it to you. I'll even tell you, figure out what the postage is to there or whatnot, and we'll work it out. So I'm going to go out, and I appreciate everyone for watching me. I'm going to go watch a movie with my kids now, and I really appreciate everyone who watched the show tonight. I will have a video out on Monday, another review on Monday, and this is a review I've been wanting to do for a while. It's not a big name person. It's actually a small company, but I've been wanting to review them for a while because I actually like some things about them, but you'll have to see to watch it. So I appreciate everyone that came here. Monday I will have a new video out, a new review, and then on Thursday I will have another live show. So we'll pan some more Paydirt out. I think next week I will probably do the lynch mining black label next week. We might pan that out. Might suck because that's a lot of magnetic material. I might have to actually use the magnet to keep the show from going on too long. So, again, I thank everyone for watching. You know, I'm not going to give out a gold-plated dime tonight, but the 3 people that won the mystery envelopes, make sure you email me tonight at dylan@millerprospecting.com. I'll post my email here one last time. So make sure you email me so I can send those prizes out to you. If you don't collect them in 30 days, they go back into the pool for the next giveaway. So I will see everyone Thursday, and I will have a video up for you guys to see on Monday. All right? Thanks a lot, everyone.